everybody, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. I first want to say hello because I did sort of drop off the face of BookTube for just a few weeks. I was out of town and there was no real opportunity for me to film or pre-film anything because I don't have my life together that well. I have not filmed my July wrap-up yet. I will be doing that, but I figured I'm already 5 days into August. I should probably try to get up an August TBR first, and then I will be putting out a July wrap-up so you can see kind of what I've been up to in the last month. But yes, I'm very excited to be filming again and kind of have my routine back. Today was my first day back at work, and even though I'm sad that summer is over, although it's the beginning of August, but summer is over here for kids. They're all back to school. But it's kind of nice to be back in a routine, and I had a great time going out of town and visiting family, and so now I'm back. Woot. That was a long explanation. So in the month of August, I am going to try my hardest to participate in the NEWTs Magical Readathon. I did the Owls back in April, and I think I completed all the books except for one I did not complete. The NEWTs are a little more challenging depending on what your career is, but I picked a career in Magizoology because I was like, yeah, I love animals, I'm going to pick that one. But Magizoology also had a little bit of a lighter load compared to some of the Harry Potter careers that you could have in the wizarding world. And so I'm going with a Magizoologist, and to complete my NEWTs to become a Magizoologist, that word is really hard to say. I have to get an O in Magical Creatures and an E in Charms. So let's talk about the books that I have to read in order to do that. So the first challenge that I have towards my O in Magical Creatures is a book starting with the letter A. And for that, I plan on reading Anonymous Rex by Eric Garcia. This book caught my eye on Book Outlet maybe like a year ago. Actually, I think exactly a year ago. And so it would be good to get around to this since I've been holding on to it for a whole year. But this is described on the back as a detective thriller featuring a velociraptor, and I'm not sure what his name is, but he's a velociraptor PI solving crimes with humans. But nobody can find out that he is a velociraptor. He is dressed up like a human, and I guess apparently you can't tell he's a velociraptor. So this should be interesting. This just sounded like a weird and wonderful read. Hopefully it's good. It has sort of mixed reviews on Goodreads, but I try not to judge books too harshly via Goodreads. I used to kind of take Goodreads as like the Bible, but I'm trying to be a little more, just pick up things that I want to pick up, and even if they have weird reviews or mixed reviews, if it sounds like a book I want to read, by golly, I'm gonna read it. And so I'm going to try out Anonymous Rex, a book that starts with the letter A. The next challenge is to read a book under 300 pages. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my plans to reread A Wrinkle in Time and the Whole Time Quintet by Madeleine. And this has been my plan all year. I was planning on getting to this book in the month of August because I started the year with rereading the Chronicles of Narnia, and I just finished those, and so now it's time to pick up A Wrinkle in Time. And if I just see the page count, yeah, it's only 230 pages. Yeah, 230 pages, so definitely under 300 pages. Fantastic. This is a childhood favorite of mine, and I am very curious to see if it's still a favorite, but if you ask me like my top books from childhood, this is definitely really high on that list in like the top 5. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this. And there was a movie actually very recently that came out, and I didn't see it because I heard it wasn't very good, and I just didn't want to taint my idea of A Wrinkle in Time until I reread the book. Maybe once I reread the book, maybe I'll venture into the movie, but I don't know. If you saw the movie and you liked it, let me know because I'd be curious to find out. But this is about a young girl named Meg and her brother Charles Wallace and their friend Calvin O'Keefe. And this is a book that's focused on time travel And all I can remember is there was a concept of a tesseract and traveling via the tesseract or something about a line. I don't know. Yeah, clearly my memory has served me very well on this one. But yes, A Wrinkle in Time. Really hoping to get to this in the month of August. And the third challenge that I need to complete my O in magical creatures is to read a book with a bird on the cover. And I kind of went back and forth. I may still even change my mind. So I'm actually going to tell you two that I'm kind of wishy-washy between. And I actually don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. But the first book that I'm considering reading for this challenge is The Nightingale by Kristin. This is a widely loved and hyped book on BookTube and also just in the world in general. I feel like everyone's read this book except me, and so I thought this would be a good time to pick it up because there is a bird on the cover. There's even a bird in the title. So this is a historical fiction. It's set in World War II. All I really know about it is there's two sisters involved, and yeah, and German-occupied, war-torn France, and there's two sisters, and I think we follow those two sisters, and that's really all I know. But I do know that everybody loves this, and I'm excited to get to Kristin. So I'm really strongly leaning towards this one, but the other one that I am kind of considering is a new release. It's actually just came out this month. I believe it's maybe out tomorrow. Today's August 5th, so by the time I post this video, it'll probably be out already, but I think it's coming out on August 6th. I could be wrong, but that is The Hollow Kingdom, and I can't remember the author at the moment, but I believe it's a debut author. But this book, I was actually just kind of scrolling through Goodreads and looking at new releases that are coming out, and this was a little bit lower on the list, but the synopsis really intrigued me. It sounds like another weird book, kind of like Anonymous Rex. It's from the point of view of a raven, and this raven has an owner. It's like a pet raven, and one day the owner's eyeball starts falling out of his head, and it turns out they're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse kind of thing, or apocalyptic world. Something's happening, humans are dying, and we follow the raven and some other animal friends who kind of figure out what to do without the humans and how the world changes without the humans. So this just sounds really weird, and the only thing that's kind of stopping me from reading this is I guess there's a lot of like curse words in it. It's just a lot of like harsh language, and I think that's supposed to be kind of part of the humor and part of its like writing style. The raven's name is actually Shit Turd. if that gives you any kind of idea of the humor in this book. So I'm just not quite sure I would like this because it just sounds wonderfully weird, but also maybe a little bit like, I feel like it might annoy me if there's a lot of language in it. So maybe I should stay away from it, honestly. It just sounds interesting. I don't know why I really want to read books with animal protagonists apparently this month, but yeah. So maybe you can let me know which one you're more excited about me reading, and maybe I'll go from there. So let me know. Should I read The Nightingale or should I read Hollow Kingdom? And next, let's continue on with more challenges. So I have to get an E in Charms, and I need to get a book with a gorgeous cover, which I have a couple that I could have picked, but I think I'm gonna go with this one, and that is the Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. This was actually a Christmas gift last year, and I just never got around to it. My husband got it for me because he knew I was really excited to collect books, and particularly really pretty books, and this is just, I mean, if the inside is crap, at least the outside is amazing. This is such a beautiful cover. So yeah, complete cover buy. All I know about this is that it is set in London and in 1893, so it sounds like historical fiction. And in the town there is sort of this mythical Essex Serpent, a fearsome creature that once roamed the marshes, and there is a rumor that it has returned, and people are being killed, people are dying, and I think our main character is going to set out to find out what is the deal with this Essex Serpent that is killing people. This has kind of like a gothic sounding synopsis, so I almost wanted to save it for fall, but we'll see if I even have time to get to it. But this is my pick with a beautiful cover, and man, this has got to be the most beautiful book that I own. Come on. The next challenge is to read a manga, and that is great because I'm in the middle of the Fruits Basket series. I am on volume 6. I don't have a physical copy yet. I need to order one so I can read it. But yeah, I'm on volume 6 of Fruits Basket. Cute, fluffy read. Enjoy it. Not a lot to say about it. It follows a group of teenagers, and there's this family called the Soma family, and they are basically humans with some magical powers of sorts. If the opposite sex accidentally hugs them or hugs them on purpose, they turn into an animal of the zodiac. So a super silly premise, but really cute so far, and kind of just bubbly and warm and fuzzy. The next challenge is to listen to an audiobook, and I believe for this, if I don't pick Hollow Kingdom as a new release book to read, I'm going to go ahead and get to, what is it called? I always forget. Gods of Jade and Shadow, I think is the title. I'll put a picture right here. But I saw this was an audiobook on Scribd, and I would like to get to it. This book really sounds interesting. It's set in the 1920s, I think, and it's got kind of like a jazz era feel. There's some Mayan folklore involved in this book. Obviously, I'm doing a great job describing this right now. I should have looked it up before I started blabbing about it, but oh well. If I read it, I'll tell you all about it. So yeah, audiobook, most likely this one. The next challenge is to read a book between 350 and 390 pages. Oddly specific challenge, but that happens to be the 4th book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, The Battle of the Labyrinth. So you guys know I'm working my way through these. This falls around 300 and who knows? I can't find a page number apparently. Oh, right here. 361 pages, so just perfect for that challenge. Now, disclaimer, this is way more books than I think I can read in the month of August. I am back at work. I'm not able to read during the day very much. Maybe a little bit on like my lunch breaks and stuff. But yeah, I can really only read 7 books if I have like nothing else going on in my life. And yeah, that's not the case in the month of August. So we're gonna see how far we get. I have low expectations for myself. Unfortunately with the NEWTs, they're just a lot harder than the owls, so that's okay. It's a fun readathon. I know a lot of you are participating, and I just figured I did the owls and I should do these too and kind of complete the readathon, but we're gonna do our best. Oh, I totally forgot about another book. Hold on. I'm also currently in the middle of reading the Wizard of Earthsea books, and I'm on the 4th book, Tehanu. I started this at the very end of July, didn't finish it in the month of July. I'm not that far away from the end, but it is the 5th day of August, and I haven't started any of the readathon ones. I wonder, does this... Maybe this completes a challenge. I don't think so. So this one doesn't count for any of my NEWTs. Sad. I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe I can pretend it's my gorgeous cover, even though it's not that gorgeous, but it's kind of pretty, you know? It could work. We'll count it for that. And just in case. As a backup. So yeah, Tehanu is the 4th book in the Wizard of Earthsea. I'm liking this a lot more than the 3rd. If anybody has been following this, I didn't like the 3rd book very much. My first 2 Wizard of Earthsea books in the series were 5 stars for me. I loved them. And then the 3rd book went down to a 3-star. This one, I wanna say 4 stars right now. I'm not done with it yet though, so I'm enjoying it. It's a little bit slow moving. I think Ursula K. Le Guin's style is just a little bit slow for me. A little bit dry. She has kind of a dry style, a dry pace. Is that a thing? No, slow pace, dry style. But nonetheless, I am enjoying it. Ursula K. Le Guin is a master, and she's so amazing. And yeah, I'm enjoying reading her works. Let me know if you're participating in the NEWTs Magical Readathon. And again, let me know if you want me to read The Nightingale or Hollow Kingdom. The one with the most votes is the one I'm going to do. So, yeah, should be interesting. I seriously doubt I'm going to read all these. But it wouldn't be a readathon without unrealistic expectations. I hope you guys are all enjoying your month so far. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. And keep reading great books. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.